Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Luis, and as always, to my left, we got
Jerome, and we are the Niche Talk.
Powered by Rejuvenator.
That we are. Now, on this podcast in prime fashion, we always like to give back to the community. So, use code NicheTalk20 to receive 20% off of all Rejuvenator products. But here's the catch. It's limited to the first 20 orders, so tap in.
Tap in, yo.
So, guys, here on the Niche Talk, we always start off by breaking down the outfit, latest pickup, and sometimes we do what's on feet. What do you want to do today, Luis?
I'm going to keep it simple today because we have a lot to run through. I'm just going to do what's on feet today.
Okay.
Today, I have a staple favorite in my collection. We have the Lot 3450 Off-White Dunk. Beautiful colorway. I love the suede. I love the hits of the yellow. You know I'm a sucker for the golden yellow. You already know.
You are.
That's me. So this is what's on feet today. I felt like I had to break it out the vault because it's been a minute since I wore these. So talk to him. What are you doing today, bro?
Me, not as always, but a lot of times you do top down like a convertible. You feel me?
Yeah.
So on the Mata, we got Christopher Kicks collab with Burdine. It's a Kobe-inspired LA Dodgers. On the shirt, it's a tapped in sneakers, Kobe T, fire. It's a back graphic as well. Pants, EPTM or epitome, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Cargo pants, and I have some Nike by You Kobe-inspired Air Max 1s that I put together.
That's a nice little detail on the shoe right there.
Yeah,
the 24.
24. And then on the other one, it's 8. You know what I'm saying?
The little mini swoosh replace.
A lot of people copied these because they thought they were fire.
So speaking about sneaks, we're going to get right into our first giveaway of the episode.
So excited! So excited!
What are we giving away?
We are giving away Rejuvenator's signature shoe cleaning kit, bro. So all you have to do is comment below something relevant about today's topics. That's all you got to do. And you're entered into a chance to get one free kit.
So, bro, it's something that's been sitting on me heavy. Pause. Oh, no.
Now we got to go with that, bro. Go ahead. Talk to me. Talk to me about what's sitting heavy on you, big dog. Double pause.
Wait a minute. You know what's really been pissing me off a lot lately?
Nah, tell me, bro.
So, a lot of you may not know, I design hats in the hat community, right?
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, we do things that piques our interest. Now, with that being said, we are very heavy into being creative in all realms, especially the photography side of things. As a creator, I feel like I'm looked at to be able to create these assets for my own drops, right? Now, with that being said, these drops are supposed to be collaborations between myself, or if you were doing it, between you and said store. While this cannot be official because New Era has to actually sanction it, which I believe they do with lids, and you would know as far as Hat Club since you're an ambassador.
That part.
These drops happen once in a while on the official level. Everything else isn't technically supposed to be happening. So I won't name the actual stores because I don't want to have any eyes on people. That's why I only mentioned lids and Hat Club. Now, when it comes to promo, the promo should be done, in my opinion, by the designer and the store. A lot of times with some of these stores, I see that the promo is being heavily relied on to be produced by said creator. Now, people that don't know, this is kind of the process. The hat has a drop date from the store.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to submit it to New Era and all that stuff like that. It's not something that you as the designer is being paid for. It's something that the store is obviously forking over the money for because they have the account and you're technically not supposed to be designing. With that being said, now you put out money as the store. I did not. I use my skills to give you a design to have made. The trade-off is usually you give me a hat once it's done, as I kind of like an appreciation for me putting out the design for you to be able to make for your store. Now, could you have gotten someone else to do a design? 100%.
Yeah, facts.
Could I have gone to another store? 100%. But the difference is it's more than likely for you to have people knocking at your door wanting to design than the store willing to let me actually design something.
I can see that.
Where the trade-off should be is you should not be depending on me in its entirety to create said content when I've already given you the blueprint of the design to make. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
It should be kind of like a handshake. You're paying for it, I designed it. Cool. You're going to make the profit, I'm not. But I get the hat in return. Some would say that's fair, some would say it's not. But you're also giving me an opportunity that I should not have. So to me, that's the even trade-off. Now, when it comes to promo, If I'm spending money on promo for you, how does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
So if I spend $500 on a video, you want a good videographer, right? You do that, and now I'm $500 in a hole. I'm not making any money off this drop, and I'm pretty much putting out money to help you recuperate what you put out for me. How do you feel being on the other side, because you have designed a hat with Hat Club, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't want you to put out what happened and what that entails, because that's your business and their business. But being a creator, how would you feel you put out a promo with them and they like did nothing for you at all?
The entire process, in my opinion, is a little tricky because there's a lot of people that are not us that design hats, right? So us being creators and being in the space of the hat community, it has created this like sense of, I'm not going to say entitlement, but it's created this like hierarchy of, okay, if I do a collab with Jerome, say I'm a store and I do a collab with 215 Shooter, I know for a fact he's going to go above and beyond to create assets. Now, don't get me wrong, the hat community has a lot of good creators. Now, are they on our caliber? No. There are some people that are just hat designers, know nothing about photography and videography, but they have a community of people that are going to show out regardless. Right? So it gets tricky because while the trade is, okay, cool, I get to create something, the store pays for it to be made, and now it's brought into the world, right? That's the trade-off. Now, what your gripe is the promo portion of it. So I think a conversation needs to be had with store and designer. How are we going to collaborate on promo? Not necessarily, okay, I made your hat. Now go do what you have to do so that we can sell this hat. It can't be that way. But at the same time, a lot of these stores don't even understand what proper promo really is.
Bingo.
And that has a lot to do with where we've been on our journey as entrepreneurs. We both were in a full-time space in a business where we understood the back end of promo, creating a social calendar, when to post, what to post, how to draw people's eye. So that is what gives us that hierarchy that a lot of these stores really don't even understand, because they're just looking at it from a business aspect. They don't understand that marketing and promotion is very, very pivotal to make a sale.
See, and that's the part that gets me. They understand the marketing side to a degree.
Right.
You would think that logically, okay, I now need to market my product. Because as we see, again, I'm not naming any stores. I'm trying to save face here. But getting the drop to come into the store and going outside with your phone and taking a picture in the worst type of lighting and everything, that's not a representation of a good representation of your product. When there are people out here like me, yourself, there's the Steps in the world, there's our dude Trippy Sanders that does good work.
Yeah.
And or there's people that don't know a damn thing about hats, right?
Nice save there.
Yeah, you know, we got kids watching. I was about to say that's where we got kids watching. People that do things that have nothing to do with hats, but they're a talented photographer and or videographer. And let's not forget about Meg.
Oh, Meg.
Miguel.
My God, Meg.
Beast, right?
Yeah, beast.
So it's like, hire these people to promote your product. Sometimes, you know, you see stores complain about, oh, well, this drop's been sitting. Okay, well, how was the marketing behind it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, we know firsthand. We have both worked for DTLR for years in the corporate setting, you know, not store level. So it's like, we understand that you have to put sometimes money behind things, proper promoting it more than once, doing a proper rollout to get in front of people, seating, all types of things. These are the things that go into making your business successful. And when you don't understand that, the results are what you see a lot of times. Oh, well, the product's not selling. And it's like, okay, well, is it the design in the hat? Or is it because nobody even knows that it's there?
Exactly.
And that's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah. To thoroughly answer your question from my perspective as a Hat Club ambassador, what I think Hat Club does very well is they give their ambassadors a choice of like the full spread throughout the month of drops that need pushing. Now, granted, there are some hats that need no promo at all, and we all know that. But being an ambassador, you have perks. You get to access those hats, and while they don't need promo, any promo is better than no promo.
Yes.
But what Hat Club does really well is that they give their ambassadors the option to promote the things that need help pushing. Because it's not like okay, I get to pick these 2 hats because I like them, and that's it. They communicate with the ambassadors like, hey, look, this needs a little help. Can you just like help us create this promo? And what I love about Hat Club is that they also offer to pay separately from the ambassadorship program for something that might need that extra push. So like you said, more funding is needed. And I think that's the disconnect with these smaller stores. They're not making that much money off of these drops.
Right.
So now they're trying to allocate more funds to the creator. And they already have to sacrifice giving you 1-2 hats from that drop as the designer. So it's tricky for smaller stores, and I get it because they're trying to keep up with the big dogs, aka Lids and Hat Club, because there's a lot more funding. There's a lot more money being made on those drops. So me as an ambassador, I really feel as though I'm lucky, right? Not only do I get to design a hat, but I get to be part of an ambassadorship program that I get to create something, reach a wider network of people, and I feel a lot more wholesome when my design comes to life because they also reciprocate the promo to a certain extent. Now, like I said before, it really does have to do with the level of expertise of the designer. Because you and I have that eye, we've been in the creative space for over 10 years at this point. When we collaborate with a store, they're already going to have that preconceived notion that, all right, they're going to do what they need to do. I don't got to do anything. The promo is going to hit regardless. And that's the flaw of the store to an extent, because they need to be able to bridge that gap. They need to be able to meet us in the middle. Like, just because you know that I'm going to go crazy on this content doesn't mean that you should just take a back seat. It's like that kid in high school where you would do a group project and they would just kick back and get the grade. Like, nah, it can't be that way. So if you're a smaller store, my advice to you, allocate some money. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Allocate some money to these designers so that they can hire the proper talent to create the assets that need to be created. Because we know a lot of stores, like you said, that just go outside, take a picture, boom, and that's it. To play the other side of the coin, I know I'm going off on a little bit of a rant, but
do you think, bro?
The thing is, as well, a lot of these stores thrive off community. So in their minds, if this is a fire hat, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything extra because this is going to move just based off of the community.
Yeah. And that's a plus in their favor.
Yes.
The only downside to that is, I'm pretty sure listeners, you've probably seen this before. You wear a hat, you post it up, or even if it's your hat, and you get the infamous question, when did that drop? Or where is that from?
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's hat like, well, you can go to that store right now because it's fucking sitting. It's been sitting for a month, 2 months, and it's like, oh, well, I never saw it. Because as we know, people have to engage with the algorithm to be able to see certain things as well.
Right. There was a Phillies that you shared in the chat recently that you just copped up and you were like, I don't even understand how this is still sitting.
Yeah.
And I should have copped because like you just said, I didn't know it came out. If I would have seen promo for it, I would have purchased it. But you sharing it is now that influence.
And that's what I mean by sometimes the product for a seating getting into the hands of who's who sometimes.
Right.
And unfortunately, sometimes that's paid, sometimes it's not, depending. But we live in a world now where there are a lot of talented people out here, whereas though I'm positive you can find somebody that's willing to just receive the product, barter, if you will, or trade for work, as we call it, to get these hats and promo it properly.
Yeah.
And sometimes that looks like an ambassadorship, or sometimes it just looks like a DM of like, hey, you know, I would love to send you this care package. You think you can do something for it? And the answer's gonna be either yes or no.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people are intimidated by this mythological number of our followers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, they are.
And that's a whole nother topic that we can get into. But people have to be more comfortable with reaching out to us and not expecting us to break their pockets when it comes to promo. I can speak for myself when I say, if you're a small business and I truly align with your values and what you're creating, I'd much rather help you grow than try to take you for your money and break your pockets and create content. I'd rather create a long-lasting impression with you as a brand and continue to do things. As long as you align with my morals and my values and what I like to create, cool. And I'm always down to expand, but it just has to make sense.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to reach out to us. Just because we have 40,000 plus followers. That's just a number, people.
What's that saying? Don't ask, you won't know.
That part. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Free game. Look at that.
I mean, of course you're going to not miss if you don't take them. Just saying.
Okay, so in general, to recap this topic,
I think a good solution for it would be for the store and the creator to have a mutual understanding before they get into the business of doing the design and rolling it out, and have an understanding of what is going to be expected from each party and sticking to that. So that way, when the product comes in, there's no surprises.
So what you're saying is you're about to create an ebook to teach these hat brands how to properly reach out to designers.
Nah,
And
see.
No. I
Me,
feel like that's
right?
a great thing.
Jerome, a.k.a. 215 Shooter, a.k.a. Mr. I Can't Say My Words. You know, that's my new
Mr.
nickname.
Illiterate.
Mr. Illiterate. Yeah, not iRobot, Mr. Illiterate. But yeah, like, it's just the thing where as though I want to see people do good.
Yeah.
And I want to see these small businesses flourish because I support a lot of these small businesses. And like I said, I didn't want to name stores because I don't want anyone to look at something and be like, oh, well, this store does that, but this one doesn't. Okay, you can figure that out on your own. That's why I said I'm not naming names, because there are stores that do promo exactly like we talked about.
Right.
And they do it well. I only named Lids and Hat Club because they're the two big dogs, and we know that everyone knows that they do promo and stuff like that.
Facts.
And like you said, it's a thing where as though some businesses can't afford to do such things, but maybe take a step back and figure out how you can do something. Reach out to people in the community, talk, understand the base of everything that's going on, and I guarantee you will find somebody that's willing to do what you need them to do for what you have to offer.
That's some good free game right there.
Yes. I'm
Great.
here Monday through Friday
What
from
about
12
Saturday,
o'clock
Sunday?
to 12:01.
Punch in, punch out. That's that's it. But at the same time, there are a lot of positives to the hat community, right? We were able to create a closer bond. Our hat group chat was
I
able
thought
to
you was about to
flourish.
say circle.
It's like a circle. Yeah, that's always a thing. But our group chat was able to flourish because of the hat community, right? There's a lot of good things that come out of it. But where there's good, there's bad. And we have to vocalize the bad because we got to let it out.
So we're doubling up on giveaways. For the month of September, we're giving away a pair of the Jordan 4 RM, Nigel Sylvester, Driveway Gray. And we already know how you feel about it. I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I don't care if it's Nigel Sylvester, Sylvester Stallone. It doesn't matter.
To enter September's giveaway, all we need from you guys is to comment your shoe size, IG handle, and a topic suggestion for here on the pod.
Hold on real quick. Hey, Lewis. So now that we had these shoes about roughly a month, right?
Yeah.
Has your perception changed of this shoe?
Obviously not. As you can still see, they're brand new out of the box, and they've been in the box ever since we got them. Now, it was great to experience the event with Nigel, meet him personally, and even have him sign a pair for me. I did say I was a sucker for the mini swoosh, but they're going to stay dead stock, probably put them in the display case, and just appreciate them for what they are.
I can do that. Now, for me, my perception has not changed whatsoever. I say that these would probably look good with pants and not so much any other way. And I'm standing 10 toes down on that. I was happy to see that a lot of people actually agreed with that take. So, yeah, that's all I have for these.
All right, so make sure you guys comment below so that you can enter the giveaway for the Driveway Gray Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4 RM.
Dead stock pair in your size, not these.
Not these.
Not these.
Not these. All right, bro. On to our second topic of today. We're a week out from the pre-order for the iPhone 16. Did you cop?
Nope.
Talk to me.
I'm not a huge fan of copying any technology, especially Apple's products, on kind of like release week or release day. It's usually some issues with the software and all that stuff like that, and I just don't have time for it. I've been through it. I'm good.
I personally feel as though that hasn't happened since like the iPhone 3GS, bro. So, but I did cop. I copped that Desert Titanium.
The what?
It's the newest color, bro.
Bro, that sounds like a blicky. That's crazy.
Desert Titanium is the newest color that iPhone 16 is pushing for the Pro. So we're just gonna do a quick rundown of Apple's newest features on the iPhone 16, right? Let's focus on the Pro and let's talk about how I feel as though this is the perfect phone for creators right now in 2024.
All right, let's hear it.
Right? So you're gonna love this feature, or future, as Jerome would say.
This is my words that they just come out.
Yeah, look, this is perfect for you. The Apple Intelligence. Think about ChatGPT, but directly on your iPhone. And anytime you want to be illiterate, you can be a little bit more professional when you talk to us in the group chat, bro. Yeah, you have Siri just helping you out with your literacy and helping you out with that Philly school system that you know and love so well.
I only practice my literacy when I'm talking business
Practice
with brands.
illiteracy. That's crazy. So yeah, Apple Intelligence is something that they're really pushing with this model and just being able to help us as creators and as individuals in the long run, because verbiage can get tricky for people, right? And it's a lot more than just re-editing your text, right? I think we just scratched the surface with what they're going to do with Apple Intelligence. And now with that, my favorite portion of the iPhone updates is always the camera, right? And this is why I feel as though this is going to be the perfect new tool for creators in 2024. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I decided to skip the 15 because I didn't think there was too much of an update from there. Yep. And I know that's what you did as well. So now we have a 48 megapixel ultra wide camera. And personally, I don't think the average consumer really understands what that means and how good of a camera that is to have in the palm of your hand. Us being creators, we make a lot of money off of this phone. And I know a lot of creators like Dio, a lot of his content is strictly iPhone. And he's been able to create an awesome name for himself, not only on IG, but on TikTok as well, with iPhone content. We also have Don, right? Shout out to Don because he is...
All photos.
Yeah, all photos shot on iPhone. Hashtag shot on iPhone all the time. And now I feel like this jump with the 48 megapixel ultra wide is just going to be a game changer for people. And now Apple is also giving us that accessibility with a new camera action button on the side, which is really dope. But me personally, I feel like it's in a weird spot. They're more so focusing on people that hold their phone horizontally.
Yeah.
But we know for a fact that Apple has been like honing in on creating a better camera so that people can create better assets in the palm of their hand. And 9 times out of 10, when you're recording something professionally, it's going to be horizontal, because I think low-key Apple knows that YouTube is the thriving social platform to be on right now. And granted, we do have the short-form content, but a lot of people lately have been posting horizontal content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. So what are your thoughts on the iPhone 16, and where do you see it as replacing full-fledged camera work for creators?
So for starters, I think the biggest thing I will be using is the quick camera access, what's called the action button.
Camera control button.
The camera control button. I would probably see myself using that the most, because they hit it head on when they did that, because I can only name but so many times I wanted to capture something, and here I am, unlock the phone, hit the little camera thing, and trying to get to the camera, and now the moment's gone, and I'm like,
That part.
darn it. You do that, you miss moments. And yes, I have like shortcuts where as though it's on the home screen, but it takes time.
Yeah.
The fact that I can press a button, camera's up, take some pictures, done, it's amazing. And I also stayed away from the wide angle lens so much, because if the ideal lighting wasn't achieved, it didn't look that great. And daytime outside, beautiful. You know? So having 48 megapixels, I know they said the sensor is newer, so it'll handle the light better, and just everything that they talk about. Yes, they talk about this every year. It's the greatest phone yet. Of course, every year is the greatest phone yet. But with that being said, I feel like this is something that they didn't just give us, oh, let's give you one little new thing and call it a new iPhone.
Right.
Which, unfortunately, they're notorious for doing. Speaking on that, before I even jump into the second part of the question, right, about it taking over for like DSLRs and stuff like that, give me some iPhone features, and I'm going to answer it like I'm an Android lover.
It's features.
Features. That's right. So you feature something with a product, but you future on a song.
Okay.
No.
Look,
I was trying to fuck.
You almost got me. No.
I said
you
that pretty
almost
again.
Okay, so off the bat, 48 megapixel camera.
No, we had that in 2012.
Okay. Predictive
Wrong.
text.
Predictive text. No.
Okay. AI technology.
Oh, that's cute. Like we've had that 2 phones ago.
Right.
You know,
Bigger screen.
for your toddler. Cool.
What about having a specific battery that just gives you longevity for charge?
Oh, you mean the battery that you start making die faster when your new product is coming out?
That part.
Okay,
Part.
just-
Yeah.
yeah.
You know? All right, Android, you got this.
Yeah, we
right?
got this.
Yeah, but at the end of the
Beep
day, green bubble, blue bubble.
So the flip side of the new iPhone
Right.
is the iOS 18,
Yeah.
which I'm loving. I'm a beta tester.
Wait,
right?
wait. You about to get in your tech bag. You got to turn your hat. You got.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Dun, dun, dun.
So iOS 18, they I forget the protocol, but they removed it. Whereas though now you can have proper conversations with Android users. So I've been like texting my father-in-law. He has a newer Android. I think it's RCS. I think it is. I can now see him typing. Read receipts. The catch is bubbles are still green. Now to the main question you asked on the back end: will an iPhone or any phone for that matter replace the DSLR? For me, as a tech lover and a person that loves my craft too much, I would say, I can never see an iPhone replacing my mirrorless camera. It's just certain things that it can't do.
Right.
Like example, you portrait mode. Portrait, yeah, it looks cool, but I can tell the difference between portrait mode and shooting at 1.8 at 80 millimeters, 85, whatever the case may be on a DSLR. Some things just don't look the same. While it's a fantastic device, and I can see me using it as I don't feel like taking my DSLR somewhere, or I'm doing some running gun content, or I'm on vacation. You know, I'm not lugging my camera around. Cool. And I think that's what they're gearing it to.
Yeah.
I don't think they necessarily want to replace it. They want it to be, well, I have this on my person all the time.
It's like the perfect alternative.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I can
almost
see that.
equivalent to how we love to throw a film camera in our camera bag.
Yeah.
Or have like a little point and shoot or something.
The thing is, like, now more than ever, with all of the accessibility you have with the camera and the things that you can do, I've been seeing people do some crazy rigs with the iPhone and just doing beautiful cinematography with it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to just being able to utilize all those features as we are creators. And that's why I feel as though the iPhone 16 is going to be perfect for us as creators. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is that new slow-mo that they're doing, 120 frames per second in 4K. Oh my God. I know for a fact that I've been wanting to get back into my behind the camera bag and not being in front of the camera as much. So I really feel as though this is going to be that pivot that's going to motivate me. And also, this John needs a break, bro. My iPhone 14 has seen better days.
That screen has been cooked for
See,
for like a
look,
year and a half now.
Look, I'm going to give y'all some free game.
Free game. Let's hear it.
If you have an iPhone and you don't put a case on it, it is its own tripod, right? Look, check this out. Ready? Please don't fall. Look at that. Boom. So many people are just like,
Nah, that can't be right,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. See? Every time it's going to fall. Without a case,
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
without a case, it is its own tripod. And you can get some really interesting things. People see me do this all the time and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, look, I'm out here risking it for the biscuit.
yeah, you
Yeah,
risking.
it's dangerous, but You get them angles and you don't need a tripod for those quick moments.
How many times has it fallen over?
We don't have to talk about I will say the reason it has cracked is from the dumbest falls that don't make sense, right? Like on the toilet, slips out of my hands and it just hits the floor from like here.
Not the deuce drop.
The deuce drop, literally. I'm here and it slips out my hand. That's what made it crack. But like anytime I have it like somewhere high up to get some dumb angle and it falls, perfectly fine. Doesn't make any sense. But very durable. And of course, the newest iPhone is going to have more durability. Right?
Oh,
so,
of course.
Yeah. In my opinion, I'm just really excited to upgrade. Now, I told myself I'm not going to upgrade every year unless it's a substantial difference. I told myself I got to give myself a break. Right? So that's why I held on. The 15 was very enticing because, you know, they know how to like promo very well.
That zoom.
That zoom was insane on the 15 Pro Max. But I told myself I don't need it. And the 14 has held me down. I've made a lot of money with this phone. Shout out to all the brands that have faith in me and don't require DSLR work. And I like the fact that I can interchange between my mirrorless camera and iPhone content because iPhone content is very much that good.
I'm going to cop it. Like I said, not during the initial release.
Right.
It'll be something that I get. I agree with you. I skipped the iPhone 15 because it wasn't that many new features that I liked. Look, he proud of me. He proud of me, yo.
So proud of you.
And that was actually my first time skipping the phone.
Really?
I was one of the
Every year
just get it. And then as I got older, I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. And then of course, you know, you be lying to yourself sometimes. But I stood on business and I'm just like, I can't justify buying a new phone because of the zoom.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know. Are you interested in the iPhone 16? What colorway are you going to go with? And talk to me. What's your favorite feature about it?
Now, before we head out, right? Let's not forget, guys. Make sure you take advantage of our discount code. Use code NICHETALK20 to get 20% off of all Rejuvenator products.
That part.
But like we said, it's only for the first 20 orders. So you got to be
First
quick.
20 orders, guys. First 20 orders.
Gotta be
So
quick.
Be quick. Be quick. And look, as always, we appreciate all of you for tuning in. And if you made it this far, make sure you guys are subbed to the Niche Talk. Make sure you guys are subbed to Rejuvenator. I'm Luis. And to my left, as always, we got Jerome, a.k.a. 215 Shooter. So we thank y'all as always. And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
Deuces.